Hello everyone and welcome to Chinese Stocks Channel 中国股票频道. I'm Michael and I'm the founder of Israel China Investment, which assists international companies in entering China, finding partners and investors. Today's video is about NIO, so let's start.
So NIO published its second quarter results today and the news are great and there is a lot of room for optimism. So in today's video we will go through the second quarter earning results released this morning, the numbers of sales and deliveries, financial stats, installments of investments, and try to have a prediction of where NIO is going. There is a full and exciting video ahead, so stay watching until the end if you want to get my predictions about NIO. So NIO record high second quarter deliveries beat NIO former expectations. The company expected deliveries of 9,500 to 10,000 cars and beat this number with 10,331. The company delivered 3,155 cars in April, 3,436 cars in May, and 3,740 cars in June. Among them, 8,068 ES6 and 2,268 ES8. The numbers are much higher than the first quarter with its 3,838 deliveries and the fourth quarter of 2019 with its 8,224 car deliveries. In the comment section for the earnings release, William Bin Lee, the founder of NIO, says that they have achieved a record high quarterly deliveries, and for the third quarter they expect to deliver 11,000 to 11,500 vehicles as the momentum continues. Mori says, beyond the strong order growth, we are proud to reach a milestone quarter with respect to key financial metrics of the company, highlighted with a historically high vehicle gross margin of 9.7%, lowest ever operating losses, and more importantly, a positive cash flow from operations for the first time in our history. We will continue to focus on improving operating efficiency across the company. Meanwhile, we stay committed to investing in the technologies and services to provide our users with the best products and experience in the future. So this quarter numbers are indeed a milestone and record high in NIO history, with vehicle sales for the second quarter of $493.3 million, representing an increase of 146.5% from the second quarter of 2019, and an increase of 177.6% from the first quarter of 2020. Vehicle margin was 9.7%, compared with a negative of 24.1% in the second quarter of 2019 and a negative of 7.4% in the first quarter of 2020. Total revenues were 3.718 billion renminbi, which are around $526.4 million in the second quarter for 2020, representing an increase of 146.5% from the second quarter of 2019 and an increase of 171.1% from the first quarter of 2020. The gross profit in the second quarter of 2020 was 313.1 million RMB, which are $44.3 million. This is an increase of something like $117.6 million from the gross loss of $72.5 million in the second quarter of 2019, and an increase of $69 million from the gross loss of $24 million in the first quarter of 2020. Gross margin was 8.4%, compared with a negative of 33.4% in the second quarter of 2019, and a negative of 12.2% in the first quarter of 2020. Net loss of $166.5 million. So, as expected, NIO received significant investment injections from its Anhui investors into NIO China in the last few months. Until now, Anhui investors invested 5 billion renminbi, which are around $720 million, in cash into NIO China. NIO China is expected to receive another 2 billion renminbi, which are around $288 million in the coming months. As part of their agreement, NIO also had to inject 2 installments of $184 million each into the new NIO entity. As part of their second quarter earning release, NIO also published its business outlook for the third quarter. The company expects deliveries of vehicles to be between 11,000 to 11,500 vehicles in the third quarter of 2020, which are going to represent an increase of approximately 129.2% to 139.6% from the same quarter of 2019, and an increase of approximately 6.5 to 11.3% from the second quarter of 2020. As per total revenues, NIO expects the revenues for the third quarter to be between $572.9 million to $596.2 million, representing an increase of approximately 120.4 to 129.3% from the same quarter of 2019, and an increase of approximately 8.8% to 13.3% from the second quarter of 2020. So how will the future look like for NIO? NIO is still a money-losing electric vehicle startup, but the numbers released today are giving hope for the future. The expectations are that NIO will continue selling in growing numbers, just like they did this quarter with more than $500 million in sales, and have a consistent positive gross profit. If they manage to do so, NIO will get on the track to start resembling the real rival for Tesla in China, as everyone is expecting. As per when the company is going to be profitable, let's listen to what NIO's founder had to say in an interview to Bloomberg half a year ago.
It took Tesla 16 years to become profitable. How long is it going to take NIO?
You can't ask a 4 or 5-year-old toddler to make money. I think it's quite difficult. If you look at Tesla, it has been established for 16 years. NIO has only been established for over 4 years. I'm sure that we don't need over a decade to make profit.
I myself invested in NIO since its IPO a few years ago, and I see great potential for this company and its stock price in the coming 5 years. Nothing in this video though is to tell you that you should invest in NIO. It is just a short analysis of the company, and before you decide in investing in any stock, make sure to make your own research.
So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you liked this content, please make sure to hit the subscribe button below. Give it a like, it helps the YouTube algorithm. And see you in the next video. Have a great day.